Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful souls. My name is Francine, and I'm here with my channel, The Hermetic Herald. I'm here for another message, another celebrity tarot reading, and I feel like that's significant for this reading, so I'm going to put that up in the corner. We'll check it out later. And even as I was saying that, I thought of Prince Charming in Shrek, and I thought of, like, we'll address this later. I don't know why that random thing is coming into my head. That too. So let's see what's going on. I'm feeling that as well. All right. So we're going to be addressing a celebrity today. And I wanted to see if we can touch base on Lizzo. So there's been a lot surrounding her. I just wanted to see what was going on in her current energy. I wanted to see what her situation is like. I know a little bit of it, of course, because I'm not like a hermit. I feel like I've gotten out of that mode, and I feel like there's been a number of things people have been saying. So I'm going to come into it as unbiased as possible. I feel like that's coming through. And I want to see what comes through for her. So we're going to touch base on her situation. What is she currently going through? We're going to touch base on what masks she's presenting. We're also going to see her self-image, how she really feels about herself. We're going to touch base on her obstacles, as well as where she's going if she remains on this current path. What's interesting is I have literally 5 cards. So Spirit already gave me the 5. So we're going to take that. I have no idea why. That's really interesting. We're going to take them because that's exactly what we need. So what is her current situation? We have the 4 coins. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So 4 coins typically is about restriction. It's about fear. Because when you're in fear, you usually hold on to your resources really tightly. So when 4 coins comes in, it means that she's restricted. She feels like she has to protect herself. She has to protect her finances. She has to protect her money. So she's likely going through a money crisis, or at least not yet. She feels like she's going through that now mentally. So it feels like she's trying to hold on to her resources, protect her wealth, because she's not seeing it come and flow. I'm hearing voraciously. She's not feeling it come in as quickly as she wants it to, and not reloading. It's not coming back to her. So that is her current situation. That's really hard. That's a really hard energy to be in, because usually you hold off and you hold back on opportunities, or you hold back on a number of things, on speaking, on addressing a situation, because you're afraid of losing your pentacles. So that's basically what she's dealing with. And I'm being drawn to this lepidolite, and that's about anxiety. Okay, she's feeling stressed out and anxious about a situation, and she wants to hold on to what she has currently. I feel like I should show you guys this card here, because I feel like this deck is really unique. If you guys have a favorite deck, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear about it. I'm like a collector of decks. I feel like we need to see what it says here. So this 4 of coins card, it goes back to a folk tale called Aymara, okay? And it's Condor's wife. It represents greed and an unwillingness to open up or share. So this person, Condor, the bird, he covets his wife who does not like his lifestyle or living with him. He recognizes her unhappiness, but is unwilling to make changes or set her free. Feels very constricting here for her energy. Hoarding, possession, financial stability, materialism, and stinginess. She's being stingy at this point. Very stingy energy. She's not going to give much of her energy. She's holding back. So what is her mask that she presents to the public? 2 of coins. She wants you to know that she's trying to make ends meet. She's trying to fulfill all of her obligations. She's trying to run around and get things done, kind of like this character here. Trying to really make balance and maintain balance, but she feels like she's precariously juggling. So she wants you to see that she's struggling, guys, that she's not really holding on to opportunities, that she's really feeling unbalanced. She wants you to know that finances, with the pentacles coming out twice, is her focus. So this is her mask, okay? So we're not going to like necessarily think that's exactly how it is completely. There might be other factors at play. But if we see her current situation and her mask as being involved with money, that is definitely a big factor for her right now. So what is her self-image? How she sees herself? We have the High Priestess. So she has an outlook on it where she knows that things are going to work out in her favor. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's what I got right off the jump. She wants you to know that she's like intuitively trying to figure out how to say things, what to say, what not to say, how to operate, because she's trying to covertly, wow, I'm hearing a lot of things. Not as proverbially, not like letting shit hit the fan. She's like trying to avoid the shit as it's hitting other objects and other things around her. She's trying to like dodge it. So she's working on trying to dodge as much of the shit as she can, even though it's going to be really difficult. She feels really in her power. So she might even be like trying to tap into her intuitive senses. And I also am getting a sense like she's looking at the people that she's trusted, okay? She's looking at the people around her that she's trusted, and she's wondering, like, who can I trust? Who can I really focus or allow myself to open up to? And what should I open up to right now at this time? I feel like this card also should be addressed. So this is, the High Priestess is represented by Scheherazade from Turkey, okay, and I butchered it, so that's what I'm going to tell you there. She's a keeper of vast knowledge with a story for every situation. This card and this person's asking the listener to focus on what their subconscious tells them, encouraging them to form their own conclusions. She's trying to form her own conclusions, focus on what her subconscious is telling her, and her power is vast yet subtle. Her answer is always mysterious. So wisdom, intuition, dreams, meandering, and enigma. She wants to focus on what her mind, what her heart is telling her, what her intuition is telling her, what her psychic abilities. I feel like she does have some, what it's telling her as well. Okay, and we also have just a sense of purpose. She's really going through this purposefully here. But what are her obstacles for Lizzo? What obstacles is she presented with? We have, yeah, Five of Swords, fighting, okay, conflict all around her ass. I mean, she has left, right, center, up, down, wherever she looks, because I see Five Swords and I think of the four directions and how this person is holding it ready. You know, death is really like at her door. There's this need for people. Okay, this is something I've noticed in Hollywood in general, just in a group of people and community. When something comes out about someone, okay, they will knock you down 5 ways. They will knock you down from every direction, okay? And then also from the top, you know, like, so she feels really like, I'm hearing crowded. She feels really like stuck. She feels really like argumentative and conflicted with people. She's just going through a lot of arguments, guys. So I feel like she needs to really, she wants to really find, I think she finds solace in her High Priestess energy. She finds solace with herself. She finds solace in her own company, because she's feeling like at odds with everyone, okay? Everyone and their mom, it feels like. And the Five of Swords energy is coming through in the cards, and I want to address it. This is your sign, guys, that if you have a deck and like you guys are used to interpreting them intuitively and you know what they mean, it's also nice to read what actually comes in, because that's the intention set forth. We use this deck for a reason for this message. So here it's about Osiris, Set, and Isis. It's from Egyptian mythology. The Five of Swords represents a fight won through deceit. Okay, a fight won through deceit. Set overthrows his brother Osiris and is seen gloating over his brother's inconsolable wife, Isis. While Set represents a tyrant of a victor, Isis is a defeated combatant, okay, who will eventually bring about Set's defeat. It's about surrender, betrayal, bullying, violence, and crime. What other card shows you Lizzo's mental state right now than this? What is her obstacle? Surrendering, betrayal, bullying, violence, and crime. So these cards are definitely intended for this reading here. Yeah, she's dealing with a lot. Okay, where is this person going if she remains on her current path? Where is she going or heading? Knight of Coins, slow but steady. Okay, so this isn't an exciting card at all, because I feel like it's hopeful. Okay, I want you guys to see that it's a hopeful card for her. But what it means is that she's slowly and steadily moving ahead, moving up, moving on. It's going to take time, and I think her intuition knows that this is something she's going to have to stand remain covered, or remain like kind of like putting her head down and kind of like walking away, moving on from the situation as much as she can, and then eventually things will shift and change. So they want you to know that she's slowly but steadily gonna move out of the situation, but unfortunately her energy is telling me that she's gonna have to wait some time. I feel like there's more here, so I'm gonna do a couple of these cards, because now we know it's slow and steady, but what else is coming through for Lizzo? Okay, we have one thing. Time to get out of a situation. Yeah, I would agree. Okay. Thank you so much, spirit guides, angels. Thank you for being so clear about this message. What else can we expect from Lizzo? Thank you. You will receive a gift. So she will receive a gift. There's something that's going to come to her that's going to be an opportunity to prove herself, or to at least get an opportunity off the ground. So someone's going to have pity on her. I'm just going to be honest. Like, someone's going to say like, hey, I know you're going through a lot. I know this and that has happened, but I really looked up to you, or I feel like you need a break. She's going to receive a gift of some kind. This might be just a sum of money for an opportunity that's going to help her. We have increased your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay, so a lot more people than you think get into a place like this with society, with the media. Okay, and it's not saying that it's okay, because that's not what I'm saying, but I feel like some people take pity on the people that are in those situations because they've been there. So it may be a gift from someone that has been there, that has been treated similarly to how she is being treated right now by a lot of people. So increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. She just needs to work harder right now. She's going to have to, which is what the slow and steady card feels. It's like she's going to need to work harder and harder and harder to get these opportunities. Not like she's going to like, they're not going to come to her. It's just going to take a bit more. And I'm hearing a name, and I don't know why. I'm hearing Hama, H-A-M-A. What's interesting is in Avatar, The Last Airbender, Hama, I believe, is the bloodbender. It's kind of like a puppet master of some sort. So I feel as though she might have to pull a few strings. She also may have to kind of like turn someone's arm. What I mean by that is literally like have something insight on somebody else and use it against them in order to get an opportunity. So some people do have those tactics. Like, they know, like, you did something back in the day, I'm going to talk about it. If you don't give me this, I'm going to talk about it. There may be some of that arm pulling. I'm seeing someone pulling someone's arm. So she may do that. Okay. We also have the card, you will be playing a different role. I felt that one strongly. So she's going to be playing a different role as well. I feel this one too. What is it? Beware of self-delusion. Yeah. So Lizzo's going to have to just be really careful. She may go through bouts of thinking that things are okay, and then things don't end up being okay because people bring up the same thing that she did before. I'm feeling that energy, like she's just tired, guys. And she feels like people are just like against her, and she's not sure who to trust or who to believe. She may have band-aids on the situation. There may be like opportunities that come and it feels like a band-aid. It feels like things are going to get better. But Spirit's telling her don't delude yourself, because there's something else that needs to be addressed. And she'll probably go through bouts of like being accepted by one or two people or a few people, and then having an opportunity, and then someone bringing it up again and saying, hey, we didn't forget. So she has to just be careful of not deluding herself or thinking everything's okay when it really isn't yet. Okay, we have this card coming through, unsettled times. Yeah, need to plan ahead. So we can expect that she needs to plan ahead, increasing her efforts. It's like right underneath the increasing her efforts card. She needs to do that. And the last one we have is dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. First person I thought of was her partner. Interesting. So we're getting something about her partner. Let me see. Is there anything you'd like to say about Lizzo's partner? How How is Lizzo's partner and her doing? What would be their current situation, Spirit? What would be the current situation between Lizzo and her partner? We have, okay, the Knight of Wands. What's interesting is it came out in reverse. So it feels like they're taking their time. They're focusing on the challenge ahead of them is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing challenge accepted. So they're accepting the challenge, they're rising to the challenge, and then they're also just taking their time. What I also noticed is that when we look at the Knight of Wands for this one, it's a Norwegian fairy tale here. Typically, when it's upright, it means passion, adventure, rebel, a flirt, and a hot temper, right? But it was reversed, and that denotes arrogance, okay? Jealousy, abuse, recklessness, a braggart. So there's something out of whack with regards to their energy together. Arrogance, jealousy, a braggart. What other cards do you have for the relationship between Lizzo? Yeah, so we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups came out upright. So that denotes a lot of affection between the two. But there may be some like, wow, energy is interesting. I'm going to probably do a reading on this one, like a separate reading for them. They're acting and feeling really reckless right now, their relationship. So it's precarious. They have a lot of affection for each other, but there is this sense of the Knight of Wands being, it's like the Knight of Wands energy is draining out of the situation. It was moving quickly and now it's slowing down, guys. But there's love here. So there's a love that they have for one another. That is definitely here. They're willing to fight, but I feel as though they're having some inconsistencies within the relationship because of how much fighting they're doing on the outside, how much fighting Lizzo is doing specifically on the outside. I feel like this is affecting the relationship in the sense that there's nothing really, they're not moving very quickly anymore. Okay, it's like they're moving on to calmer waters, or at least attempting to, and they're trying to remain together. I think we need to focus on these two people together. It feels like she's trying to move forward onto calmer waters, but there's just a lot of loss that she's dealing with, and that's affecting how quickly this relationship is going. I don't want to be yeah, I feel like they're trying to run away from the situation. I don't want to be too like in her business in the sense that it's not necessary to the information that I'm giving you guys, but it feels as though she's dealing with like a lack of stamina and libido right now, but more love is in the relationship. Like she's focusing on the love aspect, but she's not as in the mood. If that's TMI, that's TMI. I don't care. But that's what I'm getting right away, is that she's just trying to focus on like dealing with the situation, and there's love between them still. It's just that it's not like passionately there because there's so much else to focus on. So that's what I have for you guys today. That is what I will touch base on for now. Comment below if you have any questions, any thoughts. Tell me what your favorite tarot deck is. I would love to hear it below. I also do have personal readings, and I will be touching base on a number of exclusive content on Buy Me a Coffee. So if you guys have extra questions, I can talk about it there. But until next time, I will see you soon. Bye.